What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. If you guys are new, welcome. Today we're doing a little bit of a review damage test for this season's Pinnacle weapon, the Ascendancy rocket launcher right here, with a couple different combinations of perks. As you can see, I have Ambitious Assassin on and Chain Reaction, but you can also have Impulse Amplifier and then this new perk right here, Explosive Light, which, picking up an orb of power, increases the next projectile's blast radius and damage. So I went into a lost sector here on Europa to test it out on the boss to see what the damage increase is, as well as show you what the other perks do. So, Chain Reaction, each final blow with this weapon creates an elemental damage explosion. When you're doing that add, clear, stuff like that, a kill causes an explosion next to it which damages other enemies. Ambitious Assassin, overflow the magazine based on number of rapid kills before reloading. So if you get one kill with this rocket and reload with Ambitious on, then you get 2 in the magazine next time for when you shoot, so you can shoot them back to back. Impulse Amplifier, massively increase projectile velocity and increases reload speed, so that's why it pairs well with Explosive Light for that extra damage, because this right here does stack actually up to ×6, so you can shoot 6 rockets with that extra damage perk on. Next we have Impact Casing, which is what you want for really all your rockets. It increases damage on direct hits and it increases the stability. And finally, we have Quick Launch. This weapon's barrel provides faster projectiles and much faster aiming. So, this is also a precision frame, so this fires a small auto-tracking missiles. So missiles do track their targets as well, which makes this thing super banging. I think this thing is super great for PvE. Haven't really tried it too much in PvP, but this is a great, maybe the best rocket launcher that we have in the legendary slot for heavies. As you can see in the background gameplay right here, I'm using Chain Reaction and Ambitious Assassin, so I'm getting 2 in the chamber every single time I get one of those kills, and with it being a solar burn, I'm creating Warmind cells all over the place as well. That Chain Reaction AoE damage is perfect for wiping ads, especially with that Warmind cell capabilities as well. But as you'll see here, this is why we are here. We have Explosive Light ×6, testing it on this boss right here, and as you can see, when I shoot him, the damage coming off of him is 73,000 for the main damage and about 19,000 for the supplemental damage of the explosion, and that's with that Explosive Light on there. And since you saw it does stack to ×6, that doesn't mean that ×1 does less damage than ×6. It just means how many rockets you can shoot in a row with that extra damage perk on. So, saying that, as you can see right here, when I shoot with Explosive Light ×1, the little bolt tracks and then explodes, and we get our 73,000 for the main damage and 19,000 for the supplemental explosion damage. So now, with no Explosive Light charges at all, instead of doing 73,000 base damage, you're only doing 61,000 base with that same 19,000 for the supplemental explosion, like I said. But it's definitely adds up a lot. That 12,000-ish that you get from the Explosive Light is a decent amount of extra damage, especially over 6 entire rockets. So we are getting a 20% damage increase from Explosive Light, which is actually pretty crazy, especially when you start pairing it with other mods like Charged with Light mods that cause extra damage with rockets, and stuff like particle deconstruction going on, and boss spec adding it onto the weapon. I didn't add it on for the test just to show its base damage in general, and like I said, that 73,000 you get from explosive light, that 12,000 difference is over 6 rockets, which is actually kind of crazy, because 12,000 extra damage over 6 rockets, you're getting an extra 72,000 damage from using explosive light with all 6 of those rockets instead of just using the normal base damage on the rocket, which is super, super awesome, because you never know, in future seasons they could always switch it up and give us some broken rocket mod, kind of like they gave us particle deconstruction for this season. So I think this is one of the most viable rockets in the game for the legendary, 100% for legendary. It is great for ad clear and great for DPS, very versatile weapon, and super worth the grind as our pinnacle for the season. Definitely think you guys should cop it and substitute it in here and there for using a different fusion rifle, and it doesn't take up an exotic slot, so you can switch that up and use different exotics by using this super great rocket. As you can see in the background gameplay, I'm using Wither Horde to top it off. So that's it for me. Hopefully this helped you guys out, give you a little extra incentive to grind out that rocket and get it. Super worth it in my opinion. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.